Fucking with the brothers, okay, not a chance, so. I do a mezcal, got the beans on the dance floor. People with the dollars, the ones they always ask for. People coming in, she in love how my cash flow. Fucking with the brothers, okay, not a chance, so. I do a mezcal, got the beans on the dance floor. People with the dollars, the ones they always ask for. People coming in, she in love how my cash flow.
He's a GC and I want to go chop it up with him. And when you're doing projects for people, what you want to do sometimes is you want to give them like a kind of a low price so they can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And then get your foot in the door. And I did that.
That's how you make no money.
Nah, it's not, bro. That's a lot of people do that. I'm being like for real. Like, and I did that. And I'm in a good position, right? But the situation is, the amount of quality of work that he wants is extremely high, fool. So when you get into those positions, you can either say, I'm gonna wait a little bit, or I'm gonna jump the gun and get in how I can fit in, because you can get to the next level. But that's not really the shit that the shit that really fucking throws me off about these fools is this, right? So I'm with this guy, right? He's hella trusting. He trusts me a lot. He's like, hey, Alex, come over here. He has a winery and shit. He takes me down to his wine cellar. He's like, bro, I want you to join my wine club. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, damn. I don't even fucking drink wine. You know what I'm saying? But in my head, I'm thinking about it like how to win friends and influence people. And you want to try to infiltrate places that are in higher how can you say, basically in higher places than you, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to do this, and I've been actually plotting on how I can do this, and this guy just fucking sat on my lap, right? Long story short, he tells me to go to this wine shit with him. And I'm thinking, like, what's the catch with this guy? What does he want from me? And then he tells me, he's really serious. He takes me to the wine cellar. He shows me the fucking thing, right? Where it's like, hey, here's all of our events. And I'm like, dude, it can't be this fucking easy.
Time to give me the butt cheeks.
You're stupid, dog. Nah, I'm in the wine cellar and shit. He closes the door. He turns the lights off. Oh, what happened? I'm like,
hey, John,
nah.
what the fuck?
Hey, fool, you never know. Like, you never know about like these type of people, fool, because this is over there like Marin County area, and these guys like, you don't know like that even, or like in Guerneville area. There's a lot of fucking strange people over there, fool.
Yeah,
and they're really rich, fool. So like they're playing around with a lot of money over there. So you seen all this shit on the news, what these guys be doing and shit. So you always, and you know what I noticed about these fools? They don't believe in God, bro. None of these fools that I've met.
I think they do.
Okay, listen, brother. I'm telling you from my personal experience, talking to these guys are millionaires, dog, and I've had these conversations with them. None of these guys that I've talked to believe in God, bro.
Atheists?
They believe in something, but it's like some make-believe shit. They all believe in some weird shit. One of them believed in reincarnation, and I'm just like this. And then
are you gonna give a deposit?
Yeah, nigga. If I go get this money, nigga, what are we talking about right now? And then another fool's like, yeah, humanism. I believe in. I'm like, what the fuck is that, dog?
That's like Grant Cardone and his fucking. What's that shit? Scientology or some shit?
And then this other fool, he told me he has like a telescope where you could talk to the dead. I'm like, dog. I was thinking I was watching this shit.
Hey, no.
But no, these fools are fucking rich ass fools, dog. But
he's probably hella old if he's.
Yes, he is. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog. This fool does some wild shit, dog. I see this fool driving this Ferrari and shit, and I'm not even gonna get and tell you what this. Hey, these fools be doing the craziest shit. Fool, I'm not gonna lie. And what I realized too is the amount of money that people have, it doesn't really change. Like you would think that like that shit. It's like we're all regular fucking people, bro. Honestly, we're all regular motherfuckers.
I mean, everybody's human with some money. With a lot of zeros behind their name in their bank account.
A lot of motherfuckers ain't even happy, fool. Like that's what I've been seeing lately. And some motherfuckers, like the little stuff that I see them tripping off of, I'm like, bro, you're not even gonna give a fuck about this shit when you die.
You think it might be their health or some shit, huh? They're probably hella old. If they're hella old, they want to be young so they enjoy their money.
What I'm seeing is they do a lot of shit. Like I'm doing a project for this guy right now, right? He's a wealth manager, and this fool moves $1.5 billion, dog.
I did a job for one of those fools too. Big ass house, and I'm just thinking about it like, I see this fool's life, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like you. I mean, he's a cool dude, you feel me? But he's just a regular guy. I was gonna ask him, hey, sir, what do you do and shit like that? But you don't ever want to get too in there like that. But I was gonna ask him, so I'm like, hey, bro, like, what do you do to get this big ass house, man? But that guy like literally thought I was gonna try to rob him or something. He's like, yeah, my wife's not home, or she is home. Keep switching it up. He probably thought I was gonna be on some shit like that. I'm like, no, bro, I just came to the job.
I mean, I feel like you gotta. I feel like at that level, fool, from my experience and looking at people, they kind of have no lives. Some of them, like if it's a young dude, this fool's doing hella shit, bro. Like, and young, I don't mean like, I mean like 45 or something.
20, 30s?
Nah, I mean like 45, dog.
Oh no, that's
when these fools get to like for a fucking millionaire ass fool, that's still relatively kind of young, dog. Like. Are you talking about another fool that I know? He's like 80.
There's a lot of millionaires already.
I mean, I don't know them niggas. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about the people that I have personal interactions with.
Yeah, around you. I'm talking about like shit.
You don't know those people though.
Yeah, I hear about them. I could know them real quick if I fucking give them $1,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. But my whole point of this is, I'm talking to this guy John, right? And oh fuck, I gave that fool's name out. Fuck. Well, anyways, yeah. this fool's a cool dude. He's an older cat, right? And he's like showing me like hella shit that I never knew before, right? He's telling me like how you should bank, where you should put your money, and I'm like, damn, this fool's giving me hella game, dog. And then he's telling me, hey, bro, come to this wine club with me, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty easy for me to get up in there with this guy. And then I start thinking to myself like, what is this wine club? And then he starts giving me all of his references of all his millionaire homies, right? And I start knocking down all those jobs, fool. And then I'm like, damn, this fool's hella cool. So then I'm thinking to myself, how do you know him? Like I'm trying to pick this fool's brain and just get game, because he be giving me hella game. I told that fool he should start his own YouTube channel too. And then I'm just like, I'm picking his brain, and he's just telling me a couple of things that he told me that was hella valuable. But what he told me is everybody that he's around is part of his wine club, right? And then that's when I'm like, damn, so I joined the wine club, and I'm gonna go with these guys, but I'm gonna be dressed like all different and shit. I'm gonna try to change up my outfits and stuff like that. I don't want these fools to like see me in some type of way or like start tripping on my past or something. But I started chopping it up with him, and I'm like, damn, wouldn't that be dope, fool? Like that's the type of shit that we should do. We should go back into that's what I be thinking in my head, like.
Wine clubs?
No, go back into your community and get the people that are in your community, and then have these fools start doing some kind of a system, right? Maybe get some fools that are your homies and shit, like the younger fools, and then give them some game, and then be like, look, bro, this is how you get jobs, this is how you get work. And then as they start getting work, you send them work, and then everybody puts money into something, right? Like in this guy's case, it's a winery, right? Where they're all a part of this club. Because then I was looking into
everybody helps each other.
Well, the thing is this, like Mormons, right? Do you know that's not even the biggest religion in the world, but it's the richest religion in the world?
Mormons, what is that?
The Mormons are like a religion that's in the Midwest. Like I think it started in fucking Utah or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's like around here. It's kind of like Christians, but they believe in some other crazy ass shit. But long story short, that doesn't matter. What matters is you're part of that church, fool. What ends up happening when you're part of that church and you join it, they have decimos or some shit like that, where it's called like you give 10% of your money. They have high percentages of money that they give to the church, right? But let's say you're in that church and you give a good percentage of whatever you make. As soon as you start to do that, the rest of the people inside of the church, they're gonna teach you how to get money. Mm-hmm. So what they'll do is they'll give you a bunch of contracts for jobs that you didn't even have to do. And if you don't know how to do it, they'll sit down with you and teach you how to bid on the project. And then they'll show you how to manage the workers. And then they'll show you how to come up. That's all they do. And the more money that you make, the more money that the church is going to make, because you're going to give your percentages up. Yeah. So the church is
if they help you, they're helping themselves.
Exactly. So then it's like, damn, I seen that. I'm like, bro, why the fuck can't we do something like that? You know what I'm saying?
And that's Mormons, you said.
Yeah, it's the Mormons. So I'm thinking to myself, like,
that's kind of like what Grant Cardone was talking about. He says he does that with Scientology church. They help each other, but they do different courses and shit.
But the problem is, how are you gonna be able to start something like that with hella fucking haters, bro? There's always somebody that, I don't want to give my money, and you help him out. Let's say imagine you help somebody out, and then you put in your 10%, right? And then I don't want to give my 10%. You fucking greedy ass fool.
Okay, because they're not they don't know how the program works.
No, they know. They're just greedy fucks. It's because why can't we do something like that with some of our homies or some of the youth, you feel me? And then put them to a right path. And the reason we can't do that is because people are already so volatile.
That's kind of like that one reciprocity. I forgot how to say it, but that reciprocity rule where you give somebody something and they're supposed to give you something back. It's cool. It's like in a like theoretical way, but like if some people you give them something, they won't give you shit back. And that's when you're like, damn, that shit didn't work.
Well, what I'm saying is I feel like you can't really do that type of stuff in the lower levels or like people that have gang history. Why? Because they're criminals. And what do criminals do?
Steal.
No. Well, yes, but
yeah.
Well, the exact definition of you being a criminal, right, means that you break the law. And if you're breaking the law, that means you can't
break. You can't follow any instructions.
You can't follow any rules. So if you have those type of people and you're trying to build something correct, right? They're never even gonna follow it. So that's where it's like we have to change. Why can't we do this shit? Because we have to change the way that the kids that are being indoctrinated into just breaking the rules, into following rules. But then that's where I'm like, well, how the fuck does this shit make sense? Because then a motherfucker goes to prison and he has to follow the rules. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, where the fuck does this shit? Because you look at fools that have made like real fucking history inside of their shit, like the Black Panthers and shit. Those fools went back to the trenches, fool, and they actually started educating. Or even Malcolm X, fool, when he did when he was in the Nation of Islam, they changed up what they saw was supposed to be acceptable in their neighborhoods. But they started wearing suits. They started presenting themselves correctly. They started educating themselves.
I think, but you have to, you probably have to give them some money so they could be like, oh shit, this actually.
So then, works. Where would the money come from? Is what I'm saying. So if you're trying to establish some type of thing like this, how would you even go about establishing it? Would you grab like 2-3 guys? And then have them, and then how would the barrier to entry be in this situation? Like what would you pay to get in? How can you filter out the fools that are just gonna fuck everything up to the people that are gonna make shit go good?
It should be classes if they can, and if you get to a certain amount of classes, you pass, then you get to the next class. Then after you get to the next class, then you actually get put on with.
Cause these white fools they're making money. That fool, this guy, bro, he has, and you get into this circle of high status people, you become high status, because then they all are rich, and then they all start giving you jobs specifically, and then you come up to their level. Because I was even thinking like, why is this fool helping me out so much? You know, I do what I do. I'm a responsible person. I do everything I'm supposed to do, but I've just never been in a position to where like I'm always used to everything being against the grain for me, you know, and just going hella hard to the point that I didn't think it was gonna be this easy to really be in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm thinking to myself like, it is
it's called proximity.
It is proximity.
But how do you get to?
I feel like you just have to be there, inside of that area.
How do you get close to that?
That's what I'm saying. Proximity.
How do you get proximity?
Okay. Number one, just actually being close. So if there's an area code that has a lot of money in that area code, go to that area code. Cause literally you can go down to fucking you can go like over the fucking water to Richmond and you're fucked. You see what I'm saying? So it literally first step is just getting into that area code, right? And then the next step is probably you just have to actually honestly be a fucking good person. Like you got to, it's hard. That's probably the hardest part because when you come from a fucked up environment or like a ghetto or something like that, you're on survival instincts. You see what I'm saying? So when you're on survival instincts, it's very difficult for you to change that shit. Because if you've been living there your whole life and then you're going into a situation like where people are actually care and they're good people and they're trying to help you, you're going to automatically get suspicious of them. Because you're going to be like, what does this motherfucker want? What does he want from me? What does he want back? Motherfuckers just being nice, my nigga. Like someone be like, hey, good morning. What the fuck? Why the fuck you, nigga? Ain't no good morning. Is you being funny?
That same shit happened to me. Like when shit's too calm and people are just helping you out a little too much, Like, oh, something's going on right here. He's about to try to get over on me on something.
You see what I'm saying?
Because you're used to that ghetto shit, that motherfuckers are cutthroat, ready to stab you in the back type of shit.
And that's why I think, because it's hard to get out of that mindset. Because sometimes if you do what you're supposed to do long enough, and you're a straight shooter, bro, and you don't try to get over on people, the market's gonna reward you. You feel me? And sometimes it takes longer than it's supposed to, but you keep that same energy, and eventually you're gonna start getting everything back. But that's why I was like, damn, man, that's crazy, fool. Like that. But you know what does trip me out about these fools? Because they're older guys, right? They're older. They got game and they're wise. But I be thinking to myself like, because you hear those stories, about these rich ass fools that like kill babies and shit like that, or they do all this weird blood sucking.
They have a cult.
Yeah, like cult where they try to just get young. They try to get younger and younger and younger, but then you hear like you hear what's going on. Like we were watching Joe Rogan the other day, right? And then he's talking about that fucking. They supposedly have a pill or something that you're gonna be able to take that's gonna make you young.
They said the ultra wealthy they're trying to live forever, some shit like that.
Yeah, but I mean that's a little 2 cents about that shit, bro. I was just like, man, we need to do something like that, bro.
What?
We need to do something like but it's like so hard to find like-minded individuals, fool, that will be able to be together and not be greedy and not try to like snake each other out for some fucking money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that I see what you're saying, but you can't get low-level thinkers, bro. You have to get people that are a little more educated. You can't get people that are too stupid. Because too stupid, they're going to burn every bridge they can because they don't know any better. They're too dumb.
Because I was talking to this other guy, and he does my insurance and shit this morning, and I was talking to him, and he's got his own group of business owners that they're teamed up with, And he's like, yeah, I'm going to have a meeting this morning with my group of business owners and shit like that. But I mean, if there's anybody that's fucking watching this shit that feels this type of way or is interested in business or coming together and networking together, drop fucking some shit on the comments, and then that way we can start talking about that type of shit. You know what I mean? Instead of hella random ass shit, because that's shit that I'm interested in. But where you gonna find people? Well, I feel like this is the best place to kind of go and do like a broad stroke through the whole shit and be like, who the fuck else thinks this type of way? Hey, there's gonna be some fools in there like, yeah, let's rob these niggas, bro. I'll put my 10% in.
Nah. I be thinking the same shit. I be watching like these. I be watching like these dudes interview like.
I feel you, fool. Patrick Bet David.
No, fucking fool.
Hey, that's nigga.
No. Hey, I used to watch that fool.
Yeah.
I used to watch him until.
Who's Patrick Bet David?
Patrick Bet David, bro.
I don't even know.
Patrick Bet David, he's a fucking life insurance scam artist. Hopefully we don't get hit for saying some shit like this, but yeah, he's a fucking. I did like him. I did like him in the beginning because I thought he was like he was an entrepreneur, and he was like he's basically said like, bro, I read 20 different books on every single subject. And then I started coming up with insurance, started selling insurance to people, like basically people helping people. Insurance.
Basically, this fool was running a fucking Ponzi scheme, but he did get rich. Yes, it was low key. It was a legal Ponzi scheme, kind of like what the people used to do back in the day, the Herbalife bullshit.
Yeah,
he was doing like some Herbalife bullshit where people feel like, oh yeah, I'm an Herbalife, but really at the end of the day, they're not getting any money.
Why has that bubble not bursted then? If he's running a Ponzi scheme,
it's a legal Ponzi scheme. He's doing like legal shit so that he can get over, so it's not like all the way bad, but he's still fucking up. Basically, he'll get, and you got to look out for this type of shit because there's a lot of people out here. It's kind of like back in the days when they used to have the fucking what's that shit called, where everyone puts money in, the Mexican shit,
the tanda,
yeah, some shit like that, right? Tanda or some shit like that.
Yeah, something
like that. Yeah. Where everyone puts in like $100, and then eventually that's just gonna burst open, and the last person's gonna get stuck with no money because everyone's gonna dip.
Yeah.
But basically, what he was doing is he's a fucking rich ass fool, right? He got rich and he sold his company before he can get exposed, and he started going into media. But I mean, he's a smart motherfucker, but he did a lot of people dirty. You know what I mean? So he'll get somebody into his company. Then once they get into his company,
is it true that he fucking got everybody's life savings and then he fucking?
Nah, he didn't do that. What he did do is he made people waste hell of their time, fool, and they were averaging about $500 a year in profits, dog. That's when it's like, but I mean, if you're fucking someone over like that, bro, it's kind of your fault at that point.
That's what I was about to say. Nah,
who the fuck is gonna survive on that?
That sounds unreal. I don't believe that shit. I really don't, because you would have to be stupid. The first day that I see that, I only made like.
I know, fool. There's other people that do that they get into some fucked up situations.
If you keep on long enough,
they keep it doing over and over and over again.
You're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah, and that fool was telling people that no, you can still do that. That's how you know that fool he's like a pimp, dog.
Bro, I'll be like, hey, I don't give a fuck, bro. If the first week I'm not making at least 20 or like 10, 15 racks, I'm out of here. I don't care. And I seen that shit you sent me, and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I used to watch that guy. I was already reading hella books. Like, Patrick, but David did it. I could do it too.
I mean, you can, dog. You can.
No, but I was reading hella books, and then I'm like, man, this fool did it. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I seen that shit. I'm like, damn. That motherfucker threw me off. I'm like, why the fuck he do?
Have you heard that new Pooh Shiesty album?
Yeah, the Pooh Shiesty?
You haven't even heard that shit, huh?
Last time I heard of Pooh Shiesty, bro, he got locked up for being fucking or whipping out
on Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci Mane.
No, but honestly, I think that fool might get out, dog.
Do you?
I think he might get out because that album he just did, it was actually pretty dope, fool. I'm not gonna lie. I was even listening to it. I was like, damn. I mean, it's kind of fucked up sometimes because you're not trying to perpetuate a lifestyle that's gonna be negative, I feel like. And this motherfucker, honestly, this motherfucker was saying some wild shit. And honestly, yeah, and to be honest, that shit kind of made it sound dope. I was like, damn, this was on some real shit. And somebody did like a comment, and then they were just saying something like, man, thank you, Gucci. This motherfucker risked his whole life, destroyed his whole life just for we could listen to some good rap music. And it's some real shit. But at the end of the day, I think that nigga's gonna get out because, I think he's gonna get out because if I'm Gucci Mane, right, and I got this guy locked up and he's making me millions because it was released under Gucci Mane's label. Still, what the and he locked him up. Yeah.
Hey, that's how you. Okay, I swear I didn't know this. Okay, so then that threw me off right there. So he still put
it out under his. He's like, I'm getting this money.
Yeah, I mean, he shows you he's a businessman, but he looked like a fucking bro. When he was getting like yoked up on, he looked like he was kind of like, yeah, man, you're out of the label, man. You want out? You out, man.
Dog, he looked like
he was kind of spooked.
Nah, he didn't look like he was spooked. He looked like he looked like a motherfucker would look like if you're getting robbed, but you're with the shit.
No,
he's like, all right, take my shit, then, nigga.
No, he looked like he was about to call the cops.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't even know.
I mean, he did it, but if for me looking at that tape, it's because he was still a little aggressive with it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it looked to me like Pooh Shiesty was a little bit more timid. Like maybe if you really pay attention to the body language, I don't think Gucci Mane was just like, man, I think he was just mad about the situation. But he did end up snitching though at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's whatever.
I think he's just a businessman.
I think he might get that fool out. I think he might be like, look, bro, I'll drop all the charges, but you're still in my shit. Yeah. And on top of that, nigga, like this is how it's gonna be. And I think Pooh Shiesty is gonna, because why would you want to keep him locked up? That's all your money's getting. Pooh
Shiesty will be like, fuck it, get me out of here.
At this point, because he probably didn't even know he was gonna go that route.
What do you think about do you think YG's getting out?
YG's not even in jail, dog.
He's not?
No, what the fuck?
Oh, swear to God. Oh, okay, damn. I thought he was locked up already.
Nah, he's not locked up, fool. Do you think he's gonna get locked up? Is that what?
No, I thought he was locked up. I swear to God. Already.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna get locked up because, he's rich, bro. And honestly, when you have money,
fuck no, for hell nah. Fucking.
I think Lil Durk's gonna get out. To be honest.
Like, nah, see, you're tripping, bro. All these motherfuckers are going down for if they have enough evidence, they're gonna make their ass go down.
When you have a lawyer, bro, and you got real money, you gotta understand that the DAs that work for the government are not that good, fool. They're just fucking regular people. They don't have a lot of incentive except for their own reputation to try to get these guys in jail right? But the people that are actually lawyers they're getting millions of dollars, fool.
They're gonna find every little thing, any little way to get them out.
It's just, fool. You could spin a fucking story 7-8 different ways. You could say so much narratives,
or fucking what is it called? Discredit the witness.
Hella crazy shit.
Hella fucking shit.
It's ridiculous the amount of stuff they could do if you got money to back it up.
Even though they have a fucking video of you slashing a fucking knife and having you straight on the camera.
You think? Well, I don't know either though, because you know what, P Diddy went to jail, and honestly, that nigga was just a freak. Like he didn't do nothing wrong except for that.
No, look, and no, P Diddy. What do you mean? He's in prison right now doing like the biggest fucking festival in there.
Nah, I don't think he got into a fight. I heard a little while ago.
No, I swear to God, they said P Diddy. He's like P Diddy's still throwing the craziest parties in prison now.
I didn't hear none of that.
Yeah, that he did a big ass. He's like, look, to all my fellows in here. I know it's hard in here, so I'm gonna do the biggest party I can do in here. Boom.
Oh, I heard he did do something like that. Yeah, but I don't know. He just gave. Yeah, maybe he did.
But he did that. I think he did that just so they wouldn't fuck with him. Like P Diddy, man, fuck that, man.
He's rich, but he's like in an SNY yard, I think. So it's like, I mean,
she has to watch out.
Yeah, you might have to watch out for some booty bandits and shit in that motherfucker, dog. Hey, he's the booty bandit.
No. He's gonna like it. He's gonna like.
No, he's in there calling fools into his cell and shit. He's trying to be like, oh, you could be a singer. Hey, sing something for me, nigga. Like, nah. Throwing soups at a nigga instead of the dollar bills and shit.
Nah, I mean, P Diddy, bro, he's a wild guy. Seen his mugshot and he looked like he regretted everything he did. He's like, why?
I mean, who the fuck wouldn't, fool? If you're in jail, Pooh Shicey's probably thinking like, damn, they are fucked up. I mean, when that shit happens, it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit goes.
I wouldn't do that shit for music. If it was hella money, like fucking Drake, like $1 billion deals, then it's like it's kind of worth it, because if some shit goes through, that would change your whole life. For like $1 million, $2 million, I wouldn't do all that shit. Go get on fucking Gucci Mane for a contract for like $1 million, $2 million. If it was hella like 200 million, something that's gonna change your life, then it's different. But nah.
And then you see that these fools are trying to make Drake stop. They're trying to basically shame that nigga. They're trying to shame him because they're trying to say that he hasn't been that he's getting too old, basically. And the people that are hating on him are like Jay-Z and these other fools, right? But the situation is like this.
Bro,
he's streaming, bro. You know, he did a live stream with hella people, and the shit is this. Streaming is the fucking future. You know what I'm saying?
Swear to God.
If you're not streaming, I already
know that. Yeah, I already know that.
Yeah, but a lot of fools, like, if I feel like I can't stream. I don't got the time to fucking be a streamer or none of that shit. I'm too fucking busy right now. But long course, hell yeah, nigga, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna be. If you don't
I could stream.
If you're not doing shit with your life right now.
Yeah. Fucking with the brothers, okay, not a chance, so I do a mezcal, got the beans on the dance floor. People with the dollars, the ones they always ask for. People coming in, she in love on my cash flow. Fucking with the brothers, okay, not a chance, so I do a mezcal, got the beans on the dance floor. People with the dollars, the ones they always ask for. People coming in, she in love on my cash flow.